Hi folks, it's John from Remodeling Wizards of Maryland. I'm here today to talk with you about a question that I get almost every day about entry doors. What is the difference between a steel door and a fiberglass door? I have some samples with me that were provided from Provia Doors. That's our primary door supplier. The first sample is a sample of a steel door. You can see with the steel door, it's a sturdy door, strong door. If you cut it open, you'll see it's filled with insulation. That's what gets you the energy efficiency. Some of the key things that you need to know about a steel door. Number one, what is the thickness of the steel itself? This is a 20 gauge steel. Many doors are 24 gauge steel. The lower the number, the thicker the door is. So a 24 gauge steel is not as strong as a 20 gauge steel door. This particular door is a 20 gauge steel. Some of the nice features about a steel door is it can be painted just like they paint, put a coat of paint on a car. This particular door has a finish that has a 10-year warranty on it. On the opposite side of this door, this is a unique feature that Provia has, is a wood grain door. Nice thing about a wood grain door, it's still steel, but you can see the graining in it, so it looks more like a natural wood. So that's your steel door. Great for paint. One of the downsides that you have with the steel door is it can get dented, it can get scratched. Now this is 20 gauge, so it's not going to get dented so easily. But if it does, you have to take a little bit of touch-up paint and go across where the dent is or the scratch. The downside though is sometimes if you are really a perfectionist, you're going to notice where that touch-up paint is. Just think about it if you had to touch up a little scratch in your car. It's done the same way. So that's the steel door. Let me go to the fiberglass door. This is a fiberglass door made in a similar way as a steel door because it has insulation in the center. This is what keeps your energy costs in line. Nice thing about a fiberglass door is it comes with a natural wood grain. Now this particular fiberglass wood grain, the grain itself is called oak. That's the pattern of the grain. The color of this particular door, its stain is cherry. That's the color. So you have an oak grain and a cherry color. When you take a look at a fiberglass door, one of the things that you have to note is the thickness of the frame. So a fiberglass door is put together with a wood frame. You can see it here on the edge, and that goes all the way around the door. They take the fiberglass skin on either side, they attach it to the wood frame. So that frame is important, particularly the thickness of the frame. Let me show you the other side just so you can see what this door looks like if it's painted. So you can still, this is actually a smooth fiberglass on this side, and this is a grain fiberglass on this side. One of the advantages of a fiberglass door is it's a little more energy efficient than the steel door, just because it's fiberglass. But the other thing to note about a fiberglass door is if you do get a scratch in it, particularly on this side here where you have the grain, you get a scratch, you can usually blend in with some touch-up paint and a little bit of care. You can blend it in so you won't see the scratch at all. On the smooth side, it's a little more difficult, but actually I find that patching a smooth side fiberglass door, the look of the patch is much better than what it is with steel. Let me just show you one more thing. This is another fiberglass door. Remember I was talking to you about the framing on the fiberglass door? Now this is Provia's top door. This is called a Signet Door. If you take a look at the side, look at the framing here. This is solid oak over here on this side versus the mid-range door. Both are very good doors. Don't get me wrong, they're both very good doors. But this particular door, you can see the framing in it is much thinner. The nice thing about a Signet Door is not just the framing, but also the skin. The fiberglass skin itself is much thicker than what it is in a Heritage door. And what does that do for you? Take a look at the skin. This is the skin here. It's the actual fiberglass itself. One of the nice things when they make the skin this thick is they're able to actually cut the pattern with square edges instead of round edges. It makes it look more natural, almost like real wood. And if you take a look at this, you can see it actually does look like a wood. This particular fiberglass that I'm showing you, this is a cherry grain, And of course, again, even with cherry, you can get various colors that you can do it. Here's one color here. It's actually called American cherry on this side and nutmeg on this side. So you can get different colors stained onto this fiberglass door. So that's the difference. I hope I gave you some good tips about the difference between a steel and fiberglass door. If you have any more questions, feel free to send me a note. Thank you, folks.